race. Have you seen these billboards? Mayoral race. Have you seen these billboards around town? Not that image, but there is one in North Hollywood. It is for candidate, there it is, Ramit Varma. He is an entrepreneur running as an independent in the race for LA mayor. Ramit Varma, welcome to the show for the very first time. Thanks for being on. This is an opportunity to introduce yourself to some voters who may not be that familiar about your story. Can you offer a real brief introduction of who you are and why you're doing this?
Of course, yeah. Well, thanks for having me on the show, Alex. My parents came here from India in the 60s as immigrants. My father came here to get his PhD in quantum physics and showed up in this country with $12 in his pocket. And what he taught us was that education mattered, hard work mattered. You needed to really work hard, and you'd be able to do great things in this country. And I learned that. I moved to LA in 2000 to go to business school and started a business from scratch. We did what's called bootstrapping, meaning we didn't raise any capital, my partner and I, and we built a really nice business helping kids get into college over the years. And I sold it about a year ago, and it was in that moment when I started looking around the city and saying, all right, there are things. Like, I believe this city has so much potential, and it's failing to meet its potential because I think we're held back, right? We're built on a blueprint for cars that was built in the 50s or created in the 50s. And I think we need leadership that's looking to the future. Like, what should this city look like 50 years from now, 100 years from now? I have 3 small children, 5, 7, and 9 years old. And as much love as I have for this city, I have some fear for them in terms of what this city is going to look like over the course of the next several years. And at some point, you have to stop saying somebody's got to do something about it, and you say, okay, I'm going to do something about it, and I'd like to serve the city in that capacity.
We were just looking at images from your launch event at the Bank of California Stadium where LAFC plays. We've also got some images of your children that we want to show as well, who are really your inspiration. I'm sorry, I guess those images aren't coming up, but we do want to talk about the issue of homelessness, which is the biggest issue in this mayor's race. I'll ask you the same question that I've asked all the other candidates. What is one specific, tangible thing you can do as LA mayor to deal with homelessness? How much is it going to cost, and do we need to raise taxes to do it?
I'm going to answer your question in reverse, and sadly, I think I'm not going to answer it the way a lot of other folks have answered this question. I think there's a lot of question about plans and what's going to happen. Look, there are a few things that we would do immediately. The number one, most immediate thing we would do is create tiny home villages and focus on transitional housing. Okay, that's the short answer. The long answer to this question, or slightly longer, is that this is not a question of plans. Okay, we had a plan in 2016. We raised $1.2 billion in tax revenue to implement that plan, and the city has completely failed. And so I think that what we really need to be asking, and the question we need to be asking ourselves, is who is going to be able to actually implement a plan in this city? Who's going to be able to step on the toes that they have to step on? Who's going to be able to break through the red tape and the bureaucracy to actually get something done? And from my perspective, the only person who has the ability to do that is a real outsider, somebody who's had proven success as an entrepreneur. I mean, the truth is, when I started my business, everyone told me how impossible it was. Any entrepreneur will tell you. People in your face tell you what a wonderful idea you have. Behind your back, they laugh. Okay, that is just the case. And the fact is, what we need leadership that is not worried about what people think about them. I mean, just look at me, Alex. I mean, we met before. I'm not wearing a tie and a suit. I'm wearing a black shirt. I have earrings. I got a beard. I can promise you, every political consultant told me, shave your beard, take out your earrings. Yeah. But that's not who I am. I'm authentically myself, and I approach problems with that same level of authenticity, which is, let's go just get the things done and not worry what people think about us.
All right, well, you get to know Ramit. Check out his earrings in person tomorrow, live at the North Hollywood Recreation Center from 1 to 4 p.m. And if you want to support, donate, volunteer, go to votevarma.com. Thank you so much, Ramit, for coming on. Best of luck to you on the campaign trail, and have fun tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex. Take care.